Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge podcast. My name's Josh. Thanks for joining me today. We are talking about the Inghams. And they're this British family who are a bunch of D-bags exploiting their children. They made like dolls for their baby and sold it like lifelike, realistic, weird dolls that people buy. Creepy. Well, they've apparently moved to Dubai and they get into it here and apparently they're trying to evade taxes. There you go, everybody. This guy should be in jail, by the way, and he still has this damn greasy-ass weird haircut. What a weirdo. But it is Friday, and last week I forgot to spin the wheel, so I'm going to spin the wheel twice today. And if you are a member, you get on this wheel. If you're above the first tier, you're on every week, and if you're just in every regular tier, at the end of the month, I spin it, and I spin it for everybody. So, we're going to spin the old wheel. 2 people are going to win prizes.
Yeah, baby.
Hello? Yeah. Gus. Becky Lee. Let's spin her again.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Ew, her eye's weird. Hello? Yeah? It's for you. Sonja Kappenberger. You guys reach out to Josh at the Dad Challenge podcast with your shirt size and your address, and I'm going to hook you up. Let's get to it. Forgive my dirty shirt. Here's the story time. You ready? Okay. So we have a pool in our backyard and we also live in the country. And so mosquitoes are like the size of your palm and they attack you, and I hate mosquitoes. Like, I absolutely hate mosquitoes. There's no reason mosquitoes need to be here. Nobody likes mosquitoes. They're like a curse of the biblical proportions. I don't like them. Okay. I hate mosquitoes. I hate bugs in general flying around your eyes. Gnats, you know, and they fly in your eyes and your nose and your ears. Oh, anyway, I hate bugs. Where's it going with that? Oh yeah, so went to Costco and we got one of those gazebos, right? Because what I'm gonna do is put netting around it so we can watch the kids swim, because the kids aren't allowed in the pool without an adult out there. And if you're gonna be out there watching kids, you're gonna be eaten alive by mosquitoes. And also the way that the sun hits our house, you get you get sun in your eye. It doesn't matter if you have an umbrella. It's like the sun is at a spot where like you can't use an umbrella unless it's midday. Right? At the end of the day, when the sun's down, you can't block it. Anyway, all of a sudden I'm gonna put one of those shades across it. So we bought a gazebo. And the gazebo's too big for like where it needs to be beside the pool. So I was going to put on one side of the fence and then on the other side of the fence, but it's grass. Anyway, long story short, I ended up spending way more money I thought I was going to spend. Because here's what I had to do. So now I had to cut back the grass. I had to create a level thing. So my neighbor had a tractor I was able to use for a little while, so I got the thing back, and then I had to like hand bomb the dirt out of there. So I used a tiller, tilled up the dirt, and whoever put the fill in my house can kiss my ass. All right, like you live in Florida and all those places where your fill is probably sand and clay. Here, my fill is rocks the size of my head. Okay, all rocks everywhere. So you can't just put a shovel in and dig out. It's rocks. You ever try to dig a rock out? Oh my gosh. Anyway, finally got it done. Blood, sweat, and tears. I've cut, like I don't know, you can see that. Like you can, when the shovel was leaving a mark, I got cut there. I'm dirty, my shirt's dirty, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, all that to say, I feel accomplished after what I got done. Today, I started getting rid of, so I went and bought a little dump trailer for my little lawnmower. So I was going to get rid of the dirt and put it in the ditch in the back, right? But then literally, I did 3 giant loads of this dirt, and it didn't even look like I moved any dirt. That's how much dirt there is. Didn't even look like I moved it. I was like, it's going to take me 15 hours to do this. I'm going to die. And it's nice and breezy out, but it's hot. Okay, it's hot as balls. There's a lot of swass happening. Okay, if swass was a person too, it'd be this guy. So anyway, I'm going to rent a little skid steer. I'm going to get a skid steer. I don't care. So I go to the place locally, get a skid steer. It's like, I don't know, it's like $200 for the day. And he's like, if you get this done in 4 hours, you can have it for way cheaper. I'm like, I'll try. And so I have a trailer. Right? But the trailer is not rated enough to bring a normal skid steer. I had to get a mini skid steer. He looks at me, he's like, you aren't fitting in that skid steer. I'm like, that's rude. but then let me just try. So I rented the little skid steer. I could sit, it was fine. Obviously he's a little older, but I did it. I hucked the rocks, I took the dirt out, and everything else. It was great. And now I got the rocks down, I've tamped them, and I'm ready for my concrete. So we're putting a giant concrete pad, and we're putting the gazebo on the pad, and then I'm gonna put like a barbecue out there, a little kitchenette. It's gonna be sweet. Okay? All that for a normal gazebo I was gonna put up just to keep the mosquitoes out. Does that happen to anybody else? Is that just me? Where you have plans for something and then it just completely falls apart? Or is that just me? Anyway, story time for you there. Damn, I was sweating to the oldies today. I had some sweat in my eyes. It was Sweat City. Okay, sweat. Sweaty balls and stuff. Anyway, let's talk about the Inghams, the Ganghams. So these people are complete douchebags. This guy, don't forget, was in Florida with his family and propositioned a 16-year-old to go do things of skinny dipping with him at pools and stuff like that. She came out, whistled blue. Another girl came out and said he did the same thing for her. Like, he's an admitted disgustoid, okay? But they've just got away with it. Never got canceled, nothing. Just like, no, whatever, it is what it is. And she kept him around because it's a business. Like Sam and Nia, like all these family vloggers out there where you know they have no relationship, they stay together for the money. That's literally all they're together for. And these people, I don't know if they make a lot of money. Let's take a look. I remember when I first started covering them, they made decent cash. They've been called out a million times though. Here's their channel. Most recent videos, 17,000, 38,000. What, $44.7 million gets you in Dubai? You don't have $44.7 million. So Dubai's their next thing right now. House hunting and grocery shopping in Dubai. I don't know why we'd move to Dubai. It's expensive to live there. It's like as expensive to live there as it is in Canada. Yeah, they moved away. I don't know. They don't make a lot of money anymore. Anyway, let's just go look. So some of their oldest, their most popular videos have like 67 million views, right? Christmas morning special, opening presents, more presents. Like they found a niche about opening presents, and that netted them hundreds and hundreds of millions of views. Made them like thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars. These people have made more money than most people will ever have in their entire lives. And they've done it in a short period of time. 664 million views. That's insanity. And like they have really nothing to show for it. They're kind of gross, actually. They've been around since 2015. Sarah's 30th birthday. Surprise weekend. I'm sure they've deleted a bunch too. But don't forget, Chris is a disgustoid. I've done many videos on him and being a disgustoid. And she, again, just like they have no self-respect whatsoever. They're only together for the business, for the vlog. It's it. For the gram. So let's see why they're moving to Dubai.
I'm not going to lie, I'm quite nervous for this. What
you know what you should be nervous for? Your haircut. Okay, it's time to change your haircut. Emo has been dead for like 30 years. Okay, he's had the same emo haircut for so long, and I don't understand why. You look ridiculous. You look stupid. Stop it.
Answer the right question.
You answer right.
I don't mean right. I mean answer.
No right or wrong.
If we don't get the right questions out, what order are we doing this in? Because I want to get.
Why does he do that? Sits in the corner of the camera and he like.
Everything laid out bare, so there's no.
I know exactly what you mean. I'm actually scared of saying something that's going to offend someone. And then they'll be like, well, and then them having something to like.
But I also don't want to be editing this for 3 days, so.
Well, it takes you 3 days to edit this. He's sitting in front of a camera. It takes you 3 days to edit this stuff. Loser.
Probably going to happen with the Q&A.
It's also quite hot right now.
Right, I'm not going to do the app. So, guys, look at my phone. This is my actual camera roll right now.
I don't like their accent.
This is my camera roll. These are screenshots.
And don't forget the side of mine as well. There's like millions.
These are screenshots of I can roll as well. These are screenshots of questions.
Okay, we'll get to them then.
But I think we should start with these ones.
This is 50 minutes long. Holy, didn't know that. Okay, let's see if they have like a timestamp thing going on here. I doubt it.
We're going back and forth.
They don't, because they're lazy. Damn it, it's going to take me forever.
We're going back and forth to the UK, back to here.
And travelling out to places from here.
Travelling from here, holidays. And I do... The most common ones.
Alright, okay.
Okay?
Alright, let's go. Let's go!
Let's start with... Why Dubai?
Okay, so why Dubai? That's kind of a really broad question, but I'm going to try.
Why is that a broad question? You couldn't get less broad.
Try and answer it as best I can. So we've been here twice before. Absolutely love the place. Like, fell in love with the place. You have to.
You don't even go there. No one likes you.
Like, if you have to be here, you have to come and be here and experience Dubai, because it's out of this world. Like, it's like no other place in the world. These are facts as well. This is not like me just saying this on my opinion. It is
your opinion.
One of, if not the safest country in the world.
I doubt that.
Like zero crime here.
Zero crime in Dubai.
You could leave a supercar on the street with 500,000 on its front seat, the door's wide open, and nobody's going to steal it.
I highly doubt that. I would steal it.
I think that's partly why it's known as being a rich country. I think it's mainly that people allow themselves to be rich here. Like, they allow...
What? I'm going to allow myself to be rich then. Is that how it works? Okay, cool.
Allow themselves to go out with nice watches because they know they're not going to be stabbed.
Not like in London where you get it jacked off your wrist.
Or you can go out in a supercar and you can leave the keys in the engine while you nip into the shop. Like, people are allowed...
Do you guys have supercars or something? Do you have supercars you have to protect?
...to be rich here.
Yeah. It's friendly for money here, etc. basically.
So are you telling me you're rich? Because I don't believe you.
It's extremely clean. You will not find a piece of litter, a bit of dirt on the floor in any single space, public, anywhere. It is...
I don't believe you.
Spotlessly clean. You know, you could fry an egg on the floor and eat it. No.
Why would you fry an egg on the floor and eat
problem. The weather.
Yeah, look at her face. That's my face. What do you mean, you idiot?
Insane 24 sun all year round.
Yeah.
It's because it's the desert.
It's actually the Emirates in general have only about a 15% population of Emiratis. The rest of the population here are expats for the most part. Certainly in Dubai.
It's about, I've said this a few times, it's about 85% of the population in Dubai are actually expats. And not just expats from the UK, expats for all...
You wonder what an expat is? It's people that leave their country for another country. Expatriate. I think that's what's called. Expatriate? Something like that. I'd like to be an expat, but I wouldn't go to Dubai. I'd move to like Florida, Texas, or something like that. Absolutely. I'd move to Florida in a heartbeat. Anna Marie Island. It's calling my name someday. Someday I will move to Anna Marie Island, and I will get a beach house that when you walk out the back door, it will be the beach, and sand will be everywhere, and everybody's ass cracks all the time. But it's worth it because you live in a beach house.
All over the world.
Anybody here live in a beach house? Is there like sand everywhere all the time? You just get used to it? How does that work?
All walks of life, all like backgrounds. So it's a really
What are you wearing? You allowed to wear that in Dubai?
Interesting place to be with a really diverse...
I see a bug. Is there bugs in Dubai? No thanks.
Population, and it's really cool, I feel like, to be around a population like that where it's not just one culture and one religion and one language. You know, there's... Oh my gosh, there's fly.
It's just how one, innit? It just won't go away.
Because you stink. You're poop. You're poopy.
I think it's a really cool place to bring...
Flies like shit, right?
...children up when they're surrounded by so much diversity. And with the population being 85% expats.
Okay, we got the damn answer. Let's go. Why'd you move to Dubai?
That's a positive.
Safety, clean, diverse.
Have you ever been to UK? Diverse? Is diversity why you moved? Because that's not why you moved. Because UK is probably one of the most diverse melting pots ever. And good and bad. There are parts of London and UK you can't even walk if you're white. Can't even go there. Sharia. I'm pretty sure... Correct me if I'm wrong. There are little places in the UK that have Sharia law.
It's very easy. It's a very easy city to navigate.
Because it's like man-made. They just made it like 3 days ago. It's just squares.
The living costs here are cheap.
I don't believe you.
Is not expensive like is a myth around the rest of the world. I mean,
nah, it's expensive.
Yeah, some things are more expensive.
Even she's like, yeah, no, that's expensive.
But other things are cheaper. Things like...
You just went off on two things then. It's very easy to access and it's cheap.
Well, I mean, I don't need to go into the massive detail about that, but basically the road networks, etc.
Yeah, but you're going to detail about other crap.
They're very, very good. Very quick to get in and out of different places all over Dubai.
It's only a 7-hour flight from the UK.
Yeah.
So it's not hard. It's like you don't have to get like connections, and the time zone's not... We're 3 hours ahead here, so it's not massive on thing. You get like the tropicalness and the weather that's amazing all year round, but from not too far away from home and not a massive
7-hour flight is not too far away from home. You idiot.
Time difference as well.
Yeah, it's a land of opportunity basically for businesses.
Is there opportunity to get a haircut? Because maybe just take that opportunity and go change your hair. What is his norm? Isn't he a redhead? Go do something else. At this point, I think he's wearing an old mop he found somewhere. What are the age limits, if you know what I'm saying, in Dubai? This guy probably Googled that too. The age of consent in UAE law. Engaging in S activity with a minor in UAE is not only a moral issue, but also a legal one. The law is clear that any SA with a person under the age of 18, regardless of consent, is considered a criminal offense. Actually, 18, good. So, like, did he Google that? Because don't forget, this guy's a predator. Don't forget.
And it's just cool. It's just all them things together combined, and the sheer amount of things to do here. You would never be bored. Like, it's insane the amount of things you can go and do, whether you want beach days, whether you want exciting, fun, thrill days.
Like what?
Adventure days, you name it, you can do it here.
Do you guys go on adventure days with that haircut? Do you? I don't believe you.
And not just in Dubai, but you're talking about Abu Dhabi next door, you're talking about all over the Emirates. It's absolutely an incredible place to be.
Yeah, I am also just going to add as well, I've had quite a few people that I think are misinterpreting.
Misinterpreting?
No.
Misinterpreting. What is it? Misinterpreting.
Sarah's,
You're an idiot.
Sarah's
what Dubai is, like, a few people saying, are you going to be travelling around Dubai, or are you going to be not exploring Dubai? Like, are you going to hire a van and travel around Dubai? Dubai is not a country. And I know, like, some of you are like, well, duh, that's of it. But some people don't. Some people genuinely have said, I can't believe you've moved to a country.
So then you know what they mean. Are you going to be going exploring Dubai is what they're saying. Saying it's not a country. Okay. Are you going to go explore it?
The level of convenience of life here is mad.
Like, our friend was saying that they often do it, like, every 4 or 5 days, where they'll just at 4 a.m. order the petrol to their drive. So you leave your petrol cap off. 4 a.m. There's these blue Casu tanks, is it called? Are they called Casu?
I can't remember the name of it. It's something like that, yeah.
We see them around all the time. They just drive around, go to the houses where people have booked them, fill the car up with petrol, and off they go. And it just comes off your debit card that you've got set up attached to your account.
That's actually a good idea. I like that. That's kind of cool. Could we start a business like that here locally? It's a good idea.
Stations.
But for extra lots of money cost.
The cost of living is...
What's the cost of gas in Dubai? Damn! $3.15 a liter? Holy crap! No wonder they delivered to you. $3.15 a liter? Guys, it's not a gallon. A liter. Right now where I live, and gas is really expensive. Gas is about $1.57, $1.58 a liter. Okay? $3.07 for the cheapest gas? What? They're all like, it's cheap delivered. No, it's not. Are you out of your mind? No wonder it's 3 something.
Definitely more expensive in some areas, but is made up in other areas, like fuel, for example. A full...
I'm doing a cost analysis here. Hold on. So if gas is $3.07 a liter, it is $8.48 a gallon. Just if you're wondering. Okay, $8.48 a gallon.
Tank of fuel, how many miles did we get? 447 or something?
Yeah.
40.
Yeah, it costs you $400 to fill up your tank.
Pound.
Lots of pounds. And that was at the expensive station on the site we live on.
Yeah, because it's more expensive here because it's like a gated community. Your household bills, you're talking £150 for everything included for the whole month.
Really?
That's running AC, electricity.
7, yeah.
Like you don't have gas in most of the houses here. You've got everything's full electric. So electric, water.
Yeah.
Running your
electric water. Ow!
You see everything like £100 a month.
Yeah, 150
internet,
max.
etc.
Yeah,
Yes.
So
is each thing £100? Is that what you're saying, or is it £100 for everything? I think it's like £100 each.
Where you're going to pay more on things like maybe your groceries and things like that.
On some imported goods.
Yeah, but even so, I feel like you're not going to get like Aldi. You're not getting 69p veggies from here.
No, but
so you are paying more for your groceries. I wouldn't say they were over.
Yeah, and your fuel. Everything's expensive.
I'd say they were similar.
Why is gas so expensive in the Middle East? Shouldn't it be cheap? It's where they get it from.
The prices to Europe, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think they're massively different, but they are slightly more expensive than the UK. But you're paying less in
These
other
people don't eat vegetables.
areas, so it kind of all like evens out, I'd say.
Yeah. It's just in general as well, just to say quickly, because this one question's taken nearly 10 minutes.
Yeah!
It's just a safe, happy place to be. in all respects. The kids can go and ride their bikes and do what they need to do, and you know they're going to be safe. They're
My kids can go ride their bikes.
not going to be in danger of any kind.
There's children everywhere here.
You know, women can go walk anywhere they want in the middle
No,
of
that's
the night.
misconceptions. We'll get onto that in a bit.
Alright, misconceptions are fine.
They're just like spouting shit.
But another reason, the other one for why Dubai, because a few people say, I thought if you were going to move to another country within Scandinavia, why would you have gone to Dubai?
I remember the most important one.
Why would you have gone there? And blah blah blah. And the reason is because we want the weather. We want to be able to open our door and not have to plan our. We wanted to be able to plan our day.
And they can't go to Florida. They can't go to the States. Just so you're aware. They did like Disney and stuff. They haven't been since. And you know why I haven't been since? I'm pretty sure this guy's like a warrant out for his arrest in Florida for what he did there. I think it was filed. They went home and they have never been back because they can't go back. I think legally he cannot enter the country. I'm not even joking.
Around, knowing that the weather would be nice.
And also, let's just to get to you know, one of the most obvious ones is the massive tax benefits here for people who own their own business. Yeah. So as far as businesses owning your own business and tax and stuff like that, if your business is not location dependent, as ours is not, we can be anywhere in the world and run our business.
Stop calling it a business. You exploit children.
Why would you be based in a country where you have to pay the majority of your salary away to the government? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I agree with this, though. I agree with this. Absolutely. Like, agreed. If I could live in a country where I could keep most of my money, you're darn right I would. And I live in a country the government takes most of my money. So absolutely, I feel you there. Yep. But if you're like escaping money that you owe and you're breaking the law doing it, no, that's a no-go.
Do you want?
What is that? Yeah. In a country where I'm charged something like 60%, I'm not even joking. Like right off the top, the government takes money out of my paycheck. And then when I go to the store, I get taxed another 15% on that. If I sell something, I have to pay tax on it. Right? It's crazy the amount of tax I have to pay. I'm looking into Dubai now.
I know there's going to be lots of clowns that giving it all like, oh, it's tax dodging, but no, it's not tax dodging, it's being tax smart. No.
I agree with him on this. It's not tax dodging. And who cares if it's tax dodging? As long as you're doing it legally, that's fine. If you're doing it legally, go for it. More power to you. That's for everybody. We're all struggling in this economy. Not super rich people. They're clearly not. But a lot of us are really, really struggling. I think the majority of people are struggling. And the government's just adding more taxes. It's not like they're alleviating tax, considering what's been going on with all the inflation and everything else. They're adding more tax, especially in Canada. Oh, you don't like carbon tax? Here's some more carbon tax, you bastards. Jeez. The taxes are insane because spending goes up. Spending never goes down in the government. It never goes down. Even if it's a temporary spending thing that they have to do because of something, that's there forever. The government never takes away something it gives itself, ever. Ever. Okay? In Canada, Trudeau is a dickhole and he gave us the carbon tax, and Pierre Poilievre, who wants to come in, he's running on the platform, axe the tax. If this butthole doesn't axe the tax, I'm going to be pissed. It'll be like the first time in history where an incoming government stops taxes. Like a tax that's hurting people. Not the first time, but you know what I mean, right? Man, I agree with him on this, even though he's a butthole.
No person who owns money.
Why would you want to give it to the government? No, do you know what the thing is, right?
Agreed.
Is that we are, as UK residents, right?
What's the tax rate in Dubai? The UAE does not levy income tax on individuals. However, it levies 5% value-added tax on purchase, so they have 5% tax at the store, which isn't that much. Here, it's 15% harmonized sales tax on everything except for fresh food. Okay? Anything. It's an extra 15%. And that's crazy when you get into high expenditure items, okay? So they have no tax in the UAE? Damn. I think in Canada, if I were to move to the States for whatever reason, I still have to pay, to some degree, Canadian tax. I'm not joking. Because I'm still a Canadian citizen.
Have to pay a huge amount of tax to the government. But we travel so much that we're barely even UK residents anyway. Like, we're barely UK residents anyway.
That's stupid.
And so why would we want to give that money to the taxman when we could put it in our children's accounts?
You're not putting in your children's accounts either, you damn liars.
And still travel, and still be at home almost
This guy has to pay off all the minors he's trying to run away from.
as much as what we are anyway.
Literally anybody that owns a business that earns a good amount of money.
You got spider on you?
Get off me now, oh my god. Where is it? Oh, it's a tiny one.
Baby.
Oh, fine.
It's not called
It's just a spider.
nose.
All right, that would have been not fun. Okay, anyone
Okay, your hair is gross. The spider just thought that was home. It's like, yo, did I make this a while ago?
who owns a business that's not location dependent and can be anywhere in the world and still run their business, if you don't have it located in somewhere that has...
I'm checking something. To qualify for travel nursing in Dubai, you must have the appropriate nursing license to your home country with no unexplainable interruptions. Okay, so Kathy could literally be a UAE nurse.
And if it's like Dubai, then it's done. You're missing out on a
to be
trick.
honest. We've been done for the last 8 years.
Yeah.
Something tells me they owe a lot of money, though, and they're like running away from what they owe, which is illegal. So I would suggest don't do that. But I would highly suggest that if you want to save your money, move to a place where you pay less tax. That's why I like Florida. That's why I like Texas. Those places have, I think they don't have any state tax. I'm not sure. But yeah, Dubai has zero state tax, zero federal tax, but you pay 5% on things you buy. That's pretty good. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I would too.
And everyone can say, they can have an opinion on about, you tax dodging, all that sort of stuff. It's nothing to do with tax dodging. It's being smart with your money. And anyone who knows business and who knows money does exactly this.
No, I know lots of rich people don't live in Dubai.
The smart thing to do.
So go on.
Just 1 minute. There's literally no benefits to owning a business that earns a good amount of money and being in the UK.
No,
Zero
no
benefits.
Agreed. You pay, okay, so they make well over £150,000 a year easily, and their rate is 45%. Holy! It's the same as Canada. The first 49,000, you're taxed at 20%. Anything over, you're taxed at 24%. So after 49,000, you're taxed 24% on that thing after 49,000. And if you make 100,000, you're taxed at 37.9% over top of the 49%. That's insane. 53.53% tax if you make over $235,000 a year. F the government. F the government, man. Taxation is theft.
Zero benefits whatsoever. Move it to somewhere like Dubai and you keep that money in your pocket. That is the best thing to do if you're in a business.
Oh, you're putting it in your kid's pocket.
I was just going to say, I've actually got sidetracked from what I was just going to say, but
they're running from they owe money. They owe money for sure.
Is it you either spend that money and giving it to the taxman, or you spend that money getting a second home in another country where you can live an amazing life? Like, which one are you going to choose?
Are you saying this is their second home?
It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer when you're not based somewhere. But I'm also going to say, because I know there's going to be a lot of people saying, stop being so offensive to the UK, blah, blah, blah. We've got the healthcare
being offensive
system.
to the...
It's just, these are just our
No one said that. No one says that.
opinions, okay? So yeah, there's the health,
It's like they're arguing something that no one has said yet. No one has said that.
Number one, it's not the best service ever. And number two, in countries like this, in Dubai, I guarantee that the amount of money we spend on healthcare out here that does get us an amazing service is far less, not even a tenth of the amount of tax we pay in the UK to gain
NHS rights.
NHS rights.
Basically. And that's what...
NHS, what he's saying. Same thing in Canada. We have socialized medicine. I agree. And they're trying to privatize it. To this day, there are nurse practitioner clinics that you pay the money and you can see them right away. And they're trying to privatize it so the rich get seen quicker and get quicker access to things, and the poor don't. But socialized medicine allows you to go get anything done in the hospital, any emergency, have babies, whatever, and there's no bill. There's no bill. Maybe you have to pay for your crutches or a hospital drive in the... I was going to say the hospital van in the paramedics mobile. Sometimes there are extra costs for certain things, but it's all free. Except it's not. I'm paying 53% tax.
We'll leave that there because we don't want to get people too riled up. But basically, long story short,
long story short, we want more money.
We're not bagging out the UK. We're just saying that if you have a business and it's not location dependent, to be smart, you should move it out of the UK. Simple as. That's what we've done. Okay, next one. Have we moved to long term or is this a long holiday? No, this is long.
I think you already answered this.
I think I've done. Yeah. No, this is a permanent move. We originally said 2 years basically to see.
I had air conditioning running all the time.
How we feel at the end of 2 years, and obviously that'll still stand. We'll see how we are at the end of 2 years.
This guy's gonna be in jail in 2 years.
But in our head.
Can't date girls under 18, buddy. Here, you're gonna go to jail, probably for life.
And in our minds, we've been here less than a week. We've been here 5 days now, whatever it is, and
for 5 days and they're pros on it already. Okay.
I can't imagine leaving. It's crazy.
We've been there for 5 days, buddy.
And life already looks.
What about Christmas time and snow? You don't want any of that? I suppose you can go back for that. I also, again, I hate that I'm agreeing with these people, but absolutely. If I could winter in a warmer climate, I would. I would spend the summers in Canada because there's nothing like a Canadian summer. I promise you. Okay, beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, and sometimes hot as balls, but not as hot as like Texas, Florida. Okay, but I would winter in the southern states. Absolutely, I would. If I could live down there permanently, I would, but I would always come back for Christmas. There's just nothing like a white... You can't do it. I'm sorry. There's nothing better than Christmas with like snow. People who live in southern climates for winter, like, are you okay?
Ridiculously brighter.
I made roast.
Everyone always says, like, who we spoke to and met, even like our accountant back home, like, oh my gosh, you guys, I can't believe you're doing this. I've lost so many people to Dubai. Like, so many of my clients, I've lost them to Dubai. Like, he was saying, like, sell your house. And we were like, no, we don't want to do that. And he's like, no, trust me, you're not going to want to come back.
He's like, don't waste the money in the meantime.
Stop wasting the money.
Stop wasting money playing that you're going to...
So they still have their house, is what he's saying.
Keep your house, because in the end, you'll sell it.
You're going to want to sell it.
Now.
So just do it.
We're not going to sell a house.
So these people, they are wealthy. They've got $1 million or $2 million house in the UK, and they have a house in Dubai.
And that does lead me on to that question, actually. Are you selling or are you keeping your house at home? Are you Airbnb-ing it, etc., etc.? So, we are keeping our house back in the UK because we will be spending some time in the UK. That's another question.
So we have a limit, basically. We have a limit on how many days we're allowed to spend in the UK per year now because we've left tax residency.
We've left this... Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
We're still UK citizens, but we're not UK residents anymore.
So that means they can only spend a certain amount of days there. It makes sense.
So it's different. They're different. We're still UK citizens, but we're not UK residents.
Yes.
We got it. You said it twice.
And because we're not UK residents, we're only allowed to be in the country for a certain amount of time.
But you're allowed to have an income property in the UK? That seems a little bit taxation sketchy.
A certain amount of months per year. And we will be spending those months in the UK, seeing family, doing like commitments that we've got and things in the UK.
Selling fake babies.
What was the original question?
So just to finish up on this one, as far as the house goes, no, we're definitely not selling the house or any of the vehicles. We'll be using them throughout the year. Just because we're based in Dubai,
any of the vehicles, these bastards.
doesn't mean we can't fly home, pick up the van, and then do a Europe trip or go to Scandinavia, etc. That's still
whatever we want,
that is still what we're going to be doing. That's still all our life. You know, we're still.
How do they afford this? Like, no one watches their stuff anymore. Like, no, they don't even go here anymore.
Obviously, love all doing them things, doing caravan trips in England, taking the van to Scandinavia, you name it. We're still going to be doing all of that. This particular year is a little bit different, 2024, because we're establishing ourselves here in Dubai this year. We've got a number of business things going on, and we have plans throughout this year that will mean that van trips this year is not going to happen.
Don't care.
Bills charged, etc., etc. So all our house is taken care of and safe as houses, and
it means so much to me. Like, it means more to me than, just sell the house and save the money. I could never do that. Like, I'm really attached to that house. I love that house. It's so beautiful.
It's an investment at the end of the day. And
I was just about to get on.
Yeah, but you're not living in the investment. Are they Airbnb? He's not going to tell anybody because people are going to rent it and just destroy it.
That as well. And it means a lot to me, not just because of it's a home in England. It's because it's a symbol of what we've achieved together as a family.
It's a status symbol is what she's saying.
But we grafted for that house.
Yeah.
And we went through blood, sweat and tears.
You did not do any blood, sweat, and tears. Exploiting children on the internet is not blood, sweat, and tears. There's no hard work that went into it. You didn't build it with your bare hands. You don't do any hard work whatsoever. You're a disgusting creep, second of all. And you rollerblade too much, okay? And you have that haircut. There is nothing you did to earn that house. You got lucky on YouTube, and it's really weird that people still watch you, okay? But you suck. Don't sit here and be like blood, sweat, and tears to me, okay? Somebody who like literally just hucked rocks for 2 days straight. I'm just kidding. I'm not. Like, I used to do blood, sweat, and tears, and I used to barely get by. There's so many people out there with blood, sweat, and tears who are barely getting by. Don't ever compare yourself to people who actually work hard, okay? Influencers, stop saying shit like this.
Get in that house.
Yeah, we did.
And we will never, ever, this is a fact, we'll never let go of the house.
Yeah, you probably will.
Not selling it. It doesn't.
No.
She's like, we probably will.
This is the if things work out well and we
they're not going to. Your channel is going to implode because no one likes you.
And we keep in the mindset of that Dubai is our full-time home now, which it may well be.
Yeah.
And we buy a house here. We're still going to have the UK house because we're still going to be going back to the UK for family, etc. every year, and we're still going to have that UK house as an investment.
Okay, so they're renting in Dubai. Let's see how much. How much is average rent in Dubai? Average rent and price 1-bedroom apartment is around 74,000. What? Oh, 74 USD, 20,000 per year. So That's a lot. That's not a lot, actually. Sorry, that's pretty good. It's still better because even one bedrooms here are going for like $2,000-$3,000. It's pretty good.
And as our home in the UK, so that house is never going anywhere. That's our house.
Okay, we got it.
And so we could never trust who was renting out the house and what they would do to the house.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
So unfortunately, we will not be Airbnbing it or renting it out to anybody ever.
Yeah. Because you know why? Because you guys are assholes and you would deserve it.
No.
We don't need
and they know it.
So we've got someone looking after it and we don't need to take care of the bills like that, so we're fine. Okay, next one, big one. Prinny and the guinea pigs. So first of all, Prinny. Prinny is obviously where she goes every time we go travelling, which is my mum and dad's. She's extremely happy there.
You have a guinea pig and you just gave it to your parents? Okay. Why do influencers get pets? If you travel a lot, and they do, don't get pets. Okay? Don't be a dickhole.
As Coco, their dog. And I genuinely believe that Prinny likes it more with them than she does with us because
because you're here.
She's got Coco exposed 24/7 and she freaking loves Coco to death.
Okay. Keep justifying that you gave away your pets. Keep justifying. Oh, I'm pretty sure. Hey, did you talk to the guinea pig? Did the guinea pig tell you this? I love Coco to death. That's good, guinea pig. Why are you talking, weirdo? Am I on mushrooms?
Whenever we talk about, going to see Coco, she just goes absolutely insane.
Okay. Again, the justification of getting rid of pets. Influencers will say anything. They wrote me a letter once in an email that said, I really don't want to stay with you. So I was like, okay, it makes sense. You can stay there. Shut up. Okay, they're animals.
And she's extremely well looked after and she's an extremely happy dog. She's a happy dog when she's with us.
Oh, it's a dog. It was a guinea pig.
She's a happy dog when she's with them, but 100%.
So you got rid of your dog? You assholes.
For Prinny, she has an amazing life there with Coco, mum and dad, and she don't want for anything. So
you know what? I agree. You guys are dickholes, so you don't deserve animals.
And I just want to say as well, I know lots of people keeping like, poor Prinny, why did you get a dog if you were going to travel, etc., etc. It's not poor Prinny, like.
Yeah, it is. That dog gets attached. Animals get attached to humans. Any person out there who's an animal person knows this. Cats, maybe not so much, but even my cat, Sam. I can live my life without Sam. The guy's 18 years old and he's still going strong. This dog, I am this dog's emotional support human. It's not the other way around. Okay, this dog lives and breathes my shadow. Okay, if I'm in the house, this dog is attached to my ass. Okay, if I go to bed, the dog is in bed. If I go to the bathroom, the dog sits at my feet. I cannot escape this dog, and I don't want to. Okay, dogs do become attached to their humans. They absolutely do. When you just leave it all the time, you're like, oh, it's fine. You don't know that. Influencers, stop getting dogs. Okay, let's start a petition. If you're an influencer, you're not allowed to have pets.
I know it's just a narrative that some people use.
It's not a narrative, you idiots.
Prinny has always had 2 homes. It's not like we got Prinny and she's lived with us for 10 years and now we're suddenly throwing her somewhere else. It's been her whole life. Like
So then why did you get this dog?
Normal, right?
She's trying to make justify it. Do you know Prinny lived in different houses? Like that? Don't do that. That's worse. Do you not see that? That's worse.
I had a message from someone actually the other day saying somebody got a dog when they lost their mum for their dad, right? But the dad couldn't take care of it full time, so they split it. They split share.
Yeah, but that's not what you're doing. So stop. I heard the story once that doesn't have anything to do with what I'm saying, but I heard it once. That's not what you're doing, though.
I have this dog, and they go to one house on a weekend and another house during the week, and the dog loves it, like it's got 2 homes, it's not afraid.
Shut up.
And that's the same with, I was like, yeah, that's like with Prinny.
It's like with a split family with kids. It's the same thing, right?
Yeah,
that's really healthy for kids to split families. Real healthy. Yeah, look at them trying to justify it. It's like divorced couples when the kids split time between parents. Yeah, because that's really good for kids.
She's got 2 homes. She's not suffering. She's not abused. She's not neglected.
She is neglected.
She's fed. She's happy.
Whoa, she gets food? That's good.
She's just got 2 homes, and there's no paupery about it. Some dogs are literally left.
You're an idiot. You guys are dumb and no one likes you.
8 hours a day while their owners go out to work.
Look how upset they are too, answering these questions that nobody asked.
Always with someone. She's always got someone.
Because I know you guys are going to say about Prinny. No, yeah. So? Everybody has, and that's right. Our opinion is right on this. Why did you get a dog if you're not going to take care of this dog?
That's loving on her, giving her attention, and she's a happy, lucky dog. When we take Prinny to the groomers, she ain't getting in that car without us picking her up and putting her in. When she's coming home, when we've picked her up after a trip, she runs out, she jumps in the car, tail's going, she's wagging her tail, she's loving life, she runs in the house when we get home.
That's
And it's the
because
same
that's
with
the family. That's the dog's family. And what you're doing right now is admitting that the dog loves to be with the family. But then you kick it out and then you moved away and gave it to someone else. That's what you're admitting right now. Are you not understanding this, you absolute donut hole?
Going to Jane and Steve's. Come on, you're going to see.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, okay, a lot of people have said, what about the heat? I think Prinny would be fine here with the heat because we've got so she'd be coming back and forth with us, which is aeroplanes. And I don't. Why did you get guinea pigs if you knew you were travelling? That wasn't our fault. I was just pointing out that was not.
Yeah, it is your fault. You guys are the parents who make the choice. Why'd you get guinea pigs if you're traveling?
That's another story for another day, but we were not.
Why is it another story for another day? You got the animals. Your kids don't just get to get animals without your permission.
We did not intend on getting guinea pigs, and.
But there you go. You have guinea pigs.
And we did have a promise of a home for them when we travelled.
Yeah, we did.
But that didn't happen either. So
where are the guinea pigs?
The guinea pigs are very happy.
Where are they dead?
Should we have got guinea pigs at the time that we got them? No, we probably shouldn't.
So here they are admitting again that they, just got animals and we don't know where the animals are now. What the hell is wrong with you people?
But Dubai wasn't a serious thing on the cards when we got the guinea pigs. And like I said...
Doesn't matter. Don't get animals.
We didn't actually go out and be like, hey, let's get pets.
I mean, Dubai was kind of like...
Yeah, let your kids get pets.
It was before Aurora was born, and so it was on the cards, but it wasn't. Nothing was sorted. Nothing was. What we were doing at that point was getting to Aurora's birth.
Yeah.
And then after Aurora's birth, getting through the newborn bit, and then deciding, is it right, is it not? And then when we decided at Christmas that it was 100%, I think, the way to go.
Yeah.
That was when we were like, okay.
In hindsight, we probably shouldn't have got guinea pigs.
So where are the damn guinea pigs then? She didn't say where they were. She said they're happy. Are they dead? They've been flushed down a toilet? What's going on?
When we did.
But it's given Isla and Esme and Isabel like an amazing sense of love and fun and happiness.
Excuse me? So getting rid of the animals that your kids got and have grown attached to is giving them an amazing sense of love and happiness? More like abandonment and mistrust. Are you serious? Right? Listen to these people justify just getting rid of animals willy-nilly. Yeah, but on the other hand, the kids love it. They love getting rid of the animals that they loved? Okay, we believe you.
Those guinea pigs, and they are in the best hands right now. They're having the best life ever right
They're dead.
now.
Yeah.
And when we go home, they'll be back with us as normal. So it's all good.
Okay, but
You're liars.
I've also had a few questions asking about my health issues, like the cyst, the cesarean, etc, etc. So I have an appointment for that in August. But saying that, the healthcare out here, like I said before, is incredible. We've done a lot of research on it.
Don't care.
As far as air distances to places like, let's just say...
So
we're not even halfway through this dumb video.
Shows it. There's like clusters of complexes that residents live here in Dubai, or you can live in the main city.
In an apartment.
In an apartment, yeah. So we had to sit down together as a family, which is what we did numerous times over dinner when we were back in the UK, about what was important to us. So if we were to move to Dubai...
I bet you the animals were important to your kids, though.
What's important to us? What do we want? If we could choose three things, what are like non-negotiable things for you? Pretty much all of us agreed that we wanted a home. We didn't want an apartment. We're a big family. I didn't want to be in an apartment. I didn't want to be in a high-rise with young children. I wanted a garden. I liked the idea of a big balcony. I liked the idea of a back garden, and I really wanted a home as opposed to an apartment with bedrooms on the upper floor. So I wanted it
stupid.
split across 2 floors. I didn't know what we were looking for.
It's a freaking no-brainer.
Yeah,
this whole place is amazing. And
all restaurants.
it's obviously
I fully
standard
agree with
practice,
that.
right? That's just etiquette. I would expect that anyway.
Cars, running their own businesses.
The hell, man, that fly loves me, doesn't it? Get away, fuck.
Again, flies love shit.
It's just not true.
What are you looking at, buddy? You're so creepy, man. This guy's so creepy. Dubai should be like, we don't want you here. You're too creepy for Dubai.
Any of that, you are allowed out without your husband. You're allowed to have
Does
independent
Dubai know what this guy's been accused of?
lives.
You can walk around in your bikini if you're hot.
If you're hot, if you're around a pool and you're going swimming, you can wear a
On the
bikini. You
beach,
can wear a
etc.
thong bikini if you want to. You are not allowed to wear bikinis and the likes in shopping malls or restaurants.
Nobody does that anyway, do they?
It's obviously
I
it's
fully
standard
agree with
practice,
that.
right? That's just etiquette. I would expect that anyway.
If I go in the shopping mall dressed like this, totally fine. Can't snog.
There's no...
And be like
I wouldn't
overly
anyway.
affectionate.
Can't snog? Is that kissing?
Who do
No,
that
we
anyway?
wouldn't anyway, but I'm
Some people do snogging in public. Snogging's sex? Snogging's kissing, right? Harry Potter taught me snogging is kissing. You can't kiss in public in Dubai? I'm looking it up. According to the code, couples both married and unmarried cannot show affection in public places. Kissing and embracing out in the open is strictly, can't hug? While a married couple holding hands is tolerable, displaying affection out in the open is generally not. Socially inappropriate. If caught participating in such behaviors, individuals may face legal consequences. Just goes to show these people aren't even really married anyway.
Just saying.
Wow. They're trying to justify, like, I would do that anyway. Yeah, we know, because you guys hate each other.
That's disrespectful.
You can't hug your spouse in public or hold hands.
In any country.
Yeah.
In England, if I saw someone going for it on a park bench, I'd be like, the hell?
Yeah, whatever, creepy hair. This guy asked a young 16-year-old girl to go skinny dipping with him, so don't take anything he says. But you're not even allowed to hold hands or embrace, not just snogging on a park bench. Like, if you saw someone embracing in a hug, you'd be like, ah. And you're not allowed to do that in the UAE. That's quick. What about your children? Can you hug your children?
Dusty, get out of it. You know what I mean? That wouldn't pop it.
No, but that's where the misconception comes in.
I know, yeah. It's not illegal,
here in
basically.
Dubai,
It is illegal. We just looked it up. There is legal ramifications for doing it.
Dubai, it's not like if the police saw someone doing that, they'd be like, whoa, get a room. They'd be arrested. But people take it to the extreme, like, oh, that must mean that you're not allowed to do anything in Dubai. You can't look at your husband, you got to look...
No, that's not what anybody said, you butthole. That's no... Why do they do that? They put words in people's mouths. That's not what anybody's saying. They're upset that you can't even hug your spouse, hold hands, or kiss in public. Or you could be arrested, and they're just trying to be like, oh, no one said the other thing. You're saying the other thing.
Straight. People it's just respecting. It's just being respectful. And in their religion, it's respectful to just show a bit of modesty.
Holding hands is not modest? Again, it's crazy that we come from these countries that if you were to come here from the UAE or from anywhere in the world, you could demand, like, there are people in the UK specifically where they want Sharia law implemented in that country. They went there and they're trying to change the country. It happens here too. Okay, not Sharia law, but other things. Like I understand that. I will go to a country and I respect the laws and the values. But you come to our countries and it's not like that at all. People are like suing the United States right now who came there illegally because they're not getting fresh vegetables and stuff and not being housed properly. Like illegal, like it's crazy what's happening. And I'm not saying go to UAE and start making out on the sidewalk, but at the same time, holding hands?
And to just not be over the top when you're out in public, which I don't necessarily disagree with.
What, you don't disagree? You can't talk out in public?
That's all it is. Okay, and so that's
just be chill.
Big misconception.
What do you mean just be chill? You can't hug.
Dubai, you can wear bikinis and
I love hugs.
You can wear what you want when you're out.
No, you can't. You can wear them on the beach. You can't wear them at the mall.
About when you go into government buildings, women have to cover their shoulders, men have to cover their arms. Done. That's it.
Long sleeve t-shirt, mate. Easy.
Yeah, what misconception?
Are you allowed to have that hair in the UAE? Because you should be arrested immediately. Are you allowed to have that hair?
Here.
What, like, do you not see yourself, Chris, ever? Do you just look, I mean, you're looking at yourself in this camera thing all the time. Do you not see your hair?
Did it be pork? I had a right gammon joint yesterday. Went for a
right gun and joint.
Went for a
everywhere just bacon, everywhere just pork.
Basically, went for a buffet yesterday. It was a roast buffet. So they had the chicken, they had the beef, they had belly pork, and they had gammon. Obviously.
Okay. Because I think it's a Muslim country. It's why.
Like I said, it's more Western here because of the population. But that's different.
No, it's not different. You can think it's different in your opinion, but in my opinion, it's not different. You're limiting your own life experiences for a family member that you are not ultimately responsible for, right?
Wait, what?
Worry about anything, and they always have the security of knowing that everything's gonna be all right no matter what happens.
What if you kiss? You can be arrested. So no matter what happens, eh?
And I would never ever limit my own experiences or my family's experiences here because I was sad about moving away from a family member or a friend in the UK. You can't live like that.
You don't have any friends.
Like people who say stuff like, I could never move away, blah, 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 because I have to see my granny, twice a week, whatever.
Yeah, but that's different.
It's not different. You can think it's different in your opinion, but in my opinion, it's not different. You're limiting your own life experiences for a family member that you are not ultimately responsible for, right? It's not...
These guys try to. Like, are these questions that people ask? Or are they just these are ones that they think people are going to be upset about?
Your child, you didn't bring him into the world. Your grandma.
Anyway,
and trust she's not suffering right now. I met with them yesterday, and I think that out of all the kids, like Esme is like in her preppy brandy era. It's just nice to have. It's just nice to have them so involved.
This video is so long. Holy crap. So here are the comments of this video. 232 downvotes. Face. Has 6 kids on NHS. Slags it off. Typical influencer mentality. Yeah. But you need the people from the UK to watch you and make your money. If no one watches your videos, you're a buggered. No one, like, they're not getting a lot of views now. Like, really though? What are they making here? Maybe they saved it all. The Ingham family. 0 subscriber growth for the last 30 days. They have 1.36 million subscribers. What are their view counts at? 1.9 million. I mean, it's not nothing. They're making good money. It's decent money. Interesting. Why are people still watching them? What's wrong with you? I hope your own children take that attitude when they're older. I didn't birth you. You're not my responsibility. Never heard anything so selfish. I think it's because they're talking about like the family member thing. So patronizing. Sarah, try some professionalism. Stop putting your viewers down. Yeah, this whole video is them just being like slagging off their like subscribers. Also, her bitterness seeps through the screen. Wow. Then people shouldn't feel like they need to know every single piece of their life. Would you ask someone you didn't know in your town these questions? They did a video on the questions, you idiot. They made content from it. Idiot. I commented before watching. Now I've watched and all. I'm unsubscribing. Not nice people and very uneducated in the world, and I do not want them earning money from me. Don't give me your social media currency. They bully people. They're not nice people. So the real reason you move to avoid the tax man. Yeah, again, that's fine. As long as they're not leaving like illegally and they owe money. Sarah, why do you use words if you can't pronounce and don't know the meaning? Do you have the right to correct her? No, you don't. Yeah, well, yeah, sure you do. They put it on the internet. I find it offending when you were calling us ignorant for some of the questions. Sorry, what? Who called who ignorant? It's because people are ignorant. You said it's because of people's ignorance in one statement. So, okay. But if you look at what other women are wearing, you will notice they all have their shoulders covered. Exactly. Be respectful of culture, which you don't do. Again, I would agree, but also be respectful of our culture if you come here. I think it's terrible saying we're not responsible for looking after our grandparents. Yes, we have our own lives to live, but what happened to the love? The love of grandparents and parents gave to us. So we should care about them. This is just my opinion. I agree with you. They didn't say that. I agree. My sister checks on me as I suffer with epilepsy. Don't twist what I said. It wasn't that. It probably was that. I think people just mean you shouldn't want to leave your pets. They are part of the family. I must admit personally I couldn't do it. Yeah. Not the first family to move abroad. So, like, the novelty will wear off very quickly. The hair. Embrace the ginge, bro. It's showing through. It's sweating through. The hair dye's dripping down his brows. Considering Sarah's family have been and are still on benefits, live in council houses, been locked up, maybe she should pay something back to the tax man. Ooh, burn. Your facts there are hilarious and wildly inaccurate, but trust me, we paid our tax dues. Do you work? All negative comments. I'm not being mean, but why are y'all still sweating when there's air conditioning does not work well? I think they're sat outside. That's why they're hot and Sarah's water is warm. What would Sarah do about seeing her biological father and his family? Obviously, they don't talk about him, but not sure if she sees him or not. I think one of the kids is not his. I think that's personal to Izzy and not to us, since that's why it's not spoken about. Plus, she's 18. She can do what she pleases, blah, blah, blah. What about the laws regarding LGBT? What if one of your kids comes out? Would they feel safe? I would imagine if that happens, they would sit down and chat about it. If there was gay, none of our business or anyone else. Again, they live in a country where that's not acceptable. Sarah can relax safe in the knowledge that nobody will steal her 90-pound bag. I've never had my Rolex taken off my wrist or worried about it while I've been walking around. No one said otherwise. We just made a point that for the most part, no one with expensive watches is 100% blah, blah, blah. Anyway, this is a garbage video. It sucks. These people are just, how do they afford to live there? And all this crap, nobody likes them. Still making 1.9 million views on their channel, though. So they're doing something right, which is weird. That can't last, though. There's no way that's going to last. No way. No. Anyway, I'm moving to Dubai. I don't want to pay my government all my... If I could save 50% of my income on Like, oh my gosh. I wouldn't move to Dubai, though, because I want to hug my wife and hold her hand in public. I definitely would want to do that. That would be something I don't like. That's a little bit crazy that you can't. It's crazy. Anyway. You should be able to hold hands. At the very minimum. Just, like, hold hands. I know you don't want to, like, making it in public is really weird and gross and all that stuff, but, like, holding hands? That you had to hug at the airport? Like, what are the laws? Dang, man. Anyway, everybody take a deep breath. And think about his hair. Think about it. Really think about it. This is gross. She should just tell him. Stop, man. You guys are incredible. Thanks for being here. Thanks for having fun with me. I hope that you're having a great Friday and your weekend is going to be incredible. Don't stay too hot. If it's too much swaths going on where you are, hit a pool or something, all right? Get an ice bath and do some stuff. Stay cool, you know what I'm saying? And if you got to make construction projects, just know ahead of time. It's going to be 10 times more expensive and 10 times longer than you think. Okay? Cool. Thanks for being here. You guys are amazing, incredible, and valuable. Someone has a massive crush on you. Don't you forget it. And I will see you when I see you.